Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw the Camptosaurus, and let's get started, okay? Cool dinosaur. We're going to draw the whole body, easy, okay? Stick with me all the way to the very end and you'll know how to draw this guy. So, we're going to start with a head over here on this side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw like, kind of like the straight, flat part of his, top of his skull, top of his head. And I'm going to curve over here for kind of like from the top of the head down to kind of the front of the snout area. So it's going to be out over here, curve down. Being careful for the scale because I want his body to fit here. Okay. Pull back underneath to underneath kind of that jawline. And then we're going to curve that jawline back. Back of the head over here. Little bit of an S curve. So when you get into kind of the spine of a lot of dinosaurs, they kind of study them through looking at modern day birds, things like that. Animals that are related to, dinosaurs back then. Animals that are related, and they have this kind of curvature to their spine, instead of the clunky ones they kind of came out with, I think like in the 30s, right? When they showed dinosaur movies like Godzilla. Godzilla was based upon like the T-Rex, like, standing up with a tail dragging. And now we know more, they were like standing more like birds, because they're pretty much related to birds. But I think I think this dinosaur is related to Iguanodon. So I'm going to go here, curve down. So we got the slight S. See how there's like a slight S? That slight S is really important. So I just want to keep that in mind for you to learn. Not just for this dinosaur, for a lot of dinosaurs. Sorry I'm yapping a lot, but I love this kind of stuff. Hit the subscribe, click the bell notification if you like this. If you like dinosaur drawings, I'm going to post way more dinosaur drawings. Request a dinosaur and I will do it. I do cartoon versions of dinosaurs, and I also do more realistic ones like this. I'm going to go back here. Kind of pull a straight line for the flat of the back. Curve over here. His, kind of like a spine over here, and his tail's going to go off the page, I'll be honest. But I'll try to keep it on there a little bit. And the reason we want to draw the spine like that is because we want to keep, figure out where it's going to be placed on the page. Alright. So far, so good. Go right here to the arm. It's going to be kind of toward the bottom of the body. And I'm going to draw a curve right here for kind of the shoulder area. Out just a bit for kind of the bicep area. Down right here for the forearm, right? He's got pretty small arms compared to his body size. Over here, the back of the arm, kind of the armpit, curve over here, pulling in. The other reason this kind of stuff is easier to draw is because like most vertebrates has very similar anatomy. So if you look at the anatomy of like these guys or lizards now, or anything with a spine, right, including us. They're very similar. So if you study human anatomy, you're going to see a lot of the exact same muscles, just kind of in different sizes and a little bit different positions in other animals. You'll see them all the time. So I need, really learn about anatomy in general with humans, and it's going to teach you kind of like how to look for it in animals as well. If you want to do that, by the way, go check out my Skillshare. I go over every anatomy part very in depth. I go over the arm and I go over every part of the arm, different sides of the arm. Go over the leg, different sides of the leg. Go over the chest area, the torso, the back on its own, because those are very complicated and I just break them down. Line over here. Cool. So we got like the stomach here. Gonna go over here to the leg area, and I'm gonna pull down. He's got this huge hind leg. In. Down over here for kind of the we got the heel back here. So over here on this side he has this other, the big part of the leg, pulling down over here the heel area, and that's gonna pull down. By heel I mean that, so our heels touch the ground, right? I think it's called plantigrade, where like literally when you walk, like our heels are in our shoes. But for a lot of animals, like if you look at cats or dogs, and then the same thing goes with these guys, their heel is raised. It's all the way up here for leverage. And because of that, they run way faster. They're just way more athletic because of that. So just kind of remember that. Plantigrade, and I think this is called centigrade, where they're walking around mostly on their fingers. Go over here, down, for kind of one claw, out over here, down, another claw, here, whoops, down over here. Again, if there's a dinosaur you want me to go over a lesson of, I will totally do it. Just throw it in the comments section. Curve over here, trying to make these connect, like, you know, visually. And we're going to pull up here, and I'm probably going to run him off the page just a bit. So let's just say we're going to go up here, run off the page. Sometimes you got to do that tastefully. Back over here. And curve right off the page right there. Right on. Cool, cool. Let's go over here to the end of the hand over here. Down over here, and just like some little itty bitty claws on him to kind of have like a little kind of like fist or something like he's grabbing. Don't forget, also, if you like drawing cute stuff, you can draw these guys cute by going to check out the cute drawing ebook. That's completely free. Go take a look at that real quick. There's a lot of amazing info on there, but you gotta go take a look at that. Out over here, down, claw, curve right here for the other claw, and we got the wrist kind of going up over there, and it's behind, obviously. Maybe draw some claws back there. Again, this is like an herbivore, so I mean, even though he did have like probably claws, obviously he did have claws. He wasn't, you know, like probably that dangerous, I'm assuming, or maybe he was. I don't really know the behavioral, what they thought he did behaviorally. Back over here for the hind leg. Down over here, the crook of that. Over here, in, over here, in, over here, over here. Out over here, down. For that hind leg. Go over here, the eye. Eye over here. Curve. Curve. Line over here. Nose right here, right at the end. Nasal cavity right there. Just a dash, right? See how easy it is? Line over here for the mouth. Down over here for kind of the opening of the mouth. Line up. Straight. Draw an eye. Right there, like draw that pupil and iris. Maybe you can draw like a thin line, very thin line for the brow. Right here. Brow line right there. Some versions of him have a, and I'll show you in a minute. Thin line here. So let's draw some thin lines for detail. I'm gonna draw a line right here. Like thin line, kind of just showing kind of the muscle area, kind of around the legs, because usually he'll have some muscle here and a little bit of extra at the top for kind of the area of the spine, like for the tail. Line right here in the armpit, and maybe like think about where things would be folding in his neck. And you can also draw the color differentiation, which we will draw a little bit right here in the front. You're always seeing this character like this. With maybe line right here. Try to make it as thin as you can, especially with a Sharpie. And that's going to have that kind of color differentiation portion of this. And you can draw maybe like another curved line here on the nasal cavity. That's kind of excessive, a lot of the stuff I was saying, but hopefully it's understandable. This is basically a coloring book, pretty much we just made. If you like, you know, coloring or anything like that, take a look at the Amazon coloring books that we have. Support the channel, and also just kind of like in general, like coloring is amazingly fun and relaxing. There are books on dinosaurs there, on drawing cats, on sport cats, dogs, and I'm gonna be adding that every single week. I want to thank you very much. You are amazing, and I hope I will see you very, very soon. So say hi to me, and I'll talk to you later.